In the last video, we have learned some theory about streams, and now what we're going to do next is to open up a new DartPad window, and here we want to write a simple example on how to use streams. So the first thing that we need to do is to write an import and then dart :async, which will give us access to streams. Then we're going to remove the for loop in this main function, and then we can try to create a stream controller. So we're going to say final controller equals stream controller, like this. Next, we can try to add some values to our stream controller. So for example, we could add some numbers, and here we could type in controller.sync.add and maybe number 1. And just to add one more, we could say controller.sync.add and number 2. Okay, so now that we have inserted some values into the stream, how do we get them out of the stream? And if you remember, what we said is that we can access the output of the stream by using the controller.stream property. And we can listen to it to get the values as they are pushed into the stream. So here we can type listen and then take a value. And for example, we could just try to print this value like this. Okay, so at this stage, if we press on run to try and run this code, we can see that the values 1 and 2 are now printed on the console. Alright, so the next thing that I want to show you is how we can use the stream controller to push some values into the stream using some custom logic. So what I want to do next is to define a new method which takes the controller and an integer value, and it adds that value to the stream if it's less than 5, and instead it adds an error to the stream if it's equal to or greater than 5. So to do this, I'm going to type in void add less than 5 with stream controller and int value. And the implementation of this method is if value is less than 5, then controller.sync.add value, else controller.sync, and to add an error we can type add error, and for example state error with value is not less than 5. So this would be our error. Okay, so now that we have defined this, we can try to use it. So back on the main method, I'm going to delete these 2 lines, and here I can type add less than 5 with controller, and then for example the number 1. And then I'm going to copy paste it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm gonna add 2, 3, 4, and 5 as an argument. So if we run again at this stage, we will see that the console gives us the numbers 1 to 4 and then an error line. Okay, so it looks like we can print values to the console. However, this error line here is printed in red, and what that is telling us is that we have an unhandled error. So running this code is actually raising an exception, and so the next thing that we need to do is to learn how to handle errors that are emitted by our stream. So let's see how to do that in the next video.